Hey man, you got those potato crisps?
I got all the crisps.
Oh.
Welcome back, YouTube. I'm Edwin.
And I'm Joseph.
And this is
Edwin and Joseph Talks. So we're going to do a versus. What we did is we went to the store. We were walking around the store for quite a long time, trying to figure out what we were going to do verse. And on sale they had Pringles, also Stacks, and a couple veggie crisps. Now the first thing that we have to say, we are not sponsored by any of these companies. Second thing is, well, what goes good with Pringles and crisps, because when these were made, they couldn't call them a chip because the process that they create them, they were forced to be called a crisp. But
technicalities, man.
that, again, not sponsored.
Not sponsored. I love this stuff.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start with original Pringles. Now, when they made the potato crisps, basically what they do is they make a potato mash almost, form it into a chip, and then they do their cooking process, and that's how they make it. More reason why it's called a crisp as well is because there's more than just potatoes. They have, corn flour, rice flour, some other stuff in it. So it's a little bit more than just straight potato. That's how they get their texture, their taste, and all that. We have not opened any of these until now. They're all going to be super fresh. Once you pop, you just can't stop, right? So, not sponsored. Alright. Do you have a certain way you do it? Because some people do the duck thingy, some people just eat them. I don't
duck it, man.
Okay, so this is Pringles original. We're going to rate these as we go. Right now, that's going to be our test. So,
let's do this.
Yep. There's Pringle.
Tastes like a plain salty crisp.
Yep.
I want to use the other word, but I can't.
It's a plain Pringle. If you guys have ever had Pringles, you know what to expect.
It's not bad. I mean, it's your basic flavor.
Now, when it usually comes to Pringles compared to other chips, I prefer the chip better. If my dad ever watches this, he's a strict Lay's guys. He loves just plain Lay's. And if they were to go against each other, I'd pick the Lay's. But what it is, it's good. Next one, are we going to do the Lay's?
Yeah, we can stick with the original and just...
All right. Speaking of Lay's, we're going to do their version of the crisp with the Lay's Stacks original.
This one's not as salty as the original Pringle. It's a little bit thicker too.
This one to me has more of a crunch. Honestly, the potato flavor on this one's better. Yeah. I think so.
Well, I like this one better so far just because, I mean, like with the popcorn, I'm not a big fan of like the really salty taste. Mm-hmm. But I like this one better so far.
See, I don't think this one's as salty. I think the flavor is just better. Mm-hmm. I'll put that above the original Pringles. As we start rating these, the back ones, that you'll see become our actual
Rating
rating
system.
one. I guess do we want to go with
The
maybe
original.
because this is sea salt, so this is going to be original.
It'd be the regular flavor.
So we threw in. We have two of these: a sour cream and onion and a sea salt by Sensible Portions. It's a garden veggie chips. They're made with potatoes, spinach, broccoli, and peas. So,
And according to the back, they're veggie-licious.
okay. I just grabbed these two mainly just to give us something else to kind of judge upon. Now, these are a slight green hue.
What the hell?
So,
I don't know if you can see that.
yeah. So, let's see how these go.
They taste like the container they come in.
Now, on this, the salt hits you quick, but it fades
It goes
away.
just as quick. But the aftertaste is very, very cardboard-like. And I mean it, like it has a cardboard flavor to me. You still trying to figure out what you're tasting?
Not. I'm trying to see if I can pick up different flavors.
These had a really plain chip taste.
Mm-hmm.
This tasted like salt. That tastes like nothing.
It starts off salty, then it just kind of dissipates to.
And there's nothing left there. Like once the salt goes away, there's no taste.
It's kind of like a weird. I would say vegetable taste, but it's kind of weird. These come from Canada.
Thank you, Canada. You
They're
gave us-
non-GMO. That's good. That's.
You gave us Justin Bieber and veggie chips.
All right, I'm gonna put this one kind of down.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, if somebody was handed to me as a snack and I had to dip, I'd probably go for it. But it's
That's
not
'cause
going to
the dip
be.
will give it flavor.
Yeah, it's not going to be first hit. So I guess next let's go with the sour cream because we have.
Sour cream and
Yeah.
onion. So we'll start with the sour cream and onion Pringles. This is another popular flavor. Pretty sure a lot of you have tried these.
I think sour cream and onion. I'm not personally a fan of sour cream for one, but chip wise. Oh, we gotta try again.
Ah,
Chip wise, we'll have to look in the original one and see if we won on that one. I want to say sour cream and onion is the top flavor of chip.
I know the Lay's ones are really popular.
Yeah. In fact, I want to say I've seen numerous places do this type of thing, and they've always came out number one. So.
Right away you can taste. I guess it's like a green onion kind of flavor.
I mean, it's the typical kind of sour cream onion. I mean, it's exactly what I would think it would be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of sour cream stuff. As for flavor wise, though, I mean, I'm not going to rule it out. What would you want to rate it?
I like these, but I still think they would come in second to the Lay's.
You think so? All right. Then we'll put it right there. Now we're going to do the Lay's sour cream onion. We'll see if there's
A big flavor.
palate cleanser.
I'm down with that.
All right. Now, really, I don't have any facts on these other than what I first told you about the difference between a crisp and a chip. But
A good fact about any of these two chips or crisps is you actually get your money's worth. It's not like the bags where you get like half the bag is air.
true. You know, even though I'm not into sour cream or onion, Stuff I actually really
These
like
are good.
these.
They have a little bit more flavor than the Pringle ones.
They have a real good flavor, actually. This is somebody that doesn't like sour
He
cream
hates
onion
sour
stuff.
cream.
It has that extra crispiness that the stacks over the Pringles
Mm-hmm.
has, and that flavor's good.
So do you think those will bump out the original flavor? Going first?
Honestly, yeah.
That is a good crisp.
All right, we'll do the sour cream and onion veggie chip next. You're like, oh boy.
Let's just get it over with, man.
You know, if it has a good sour cream and onion taste, it might be better. Because think about sour cream and onion with vegetable stuff.
As long as it doesn't last 10 seconds and it's gone. Still with the green color. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
They have a strong onion flavor. It's definitely better than the original flavored one.
Mm-hmm.
Those actually aren't half bad. Still think these should stay here.
Maybe for right now, put them
That'll work.
right in there.
It's not bad.
All right.
So how do you want to go from here?
I guess we'll do the barbecues.
Okay.
Because we have a barbecue there and we have the mesquite barbecue. Now, when it comes to chips, I was telling Edwin I'm not a fan of barbecue chips. Something about the taste they use. But being fair to a judge, I'm going to try to not be biased on it and judge it fairly.
Go with
Go
Pringles
ahead.
first.
Yeah, we'll go with Pringles first.
The Pringles barbecue.
I don't want to like touch it. It's horrible. Tastes about what I think is barbecue. Now these ones actually have a lighter barbecue flavor than some of the barbecue chips I've ever had.
The Lay's ones, I think, not these, the actual chips,
Mm-hmm.
are like really strong on the flavor.
Still not really a fan of it.
I'll let you decide where to put this one.
Honestly, I'm gonna put it right after the regular Pringles.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
'Cause,
Let's.
I mean, they're not good, but they're not.
Yeah. I'm sure some of you really love barbecue chips, and you're probably going, ah! But
I mean, this is just what our preference. It's nothing to do with.
again, with the stacks, I already know how the texture is going to be on these.
More or less, it'll just be the flavor.
Yeah, so the stacks, I do actually like the texture and the crunch better. But now this one I can tell is seasoned a lot more.
But it's a different taste in that one. I guess because the mesquite flavor, but I actually think the Pringle ones are better.
With the mesquite, it actually, to me, it tastes more like actual barbecue.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think, but
I mean, I don't really eat barbecue chips. they just have two different flavors. I don't really know how to
I would
place these.
probably prefer this one over that one.
Okay, so we can do that. Alright, so
Now it's just the rest is all Pringles. I mean, we can go down the line, or do you want to do these ones first? Because they're going to be the ones that are probably going to be. I mean, I'm not trying to prejudge, but on the last end.
yeah.
We picked up original reduced fat, 25% less fat. This is then regular potato chips. So
It's only 3/4 of the crisp.
these ones, I would say that's okay.
These taste like the originals if you suck the flavor out.
Yeah, a little less flavor. They're not bad. If somebody was to give me these with
I assume.
a dip,
I assume it's like. It's just like the original, just with less salt. Really, is what it tastes like.
they probably use a different oil, or however they cook them. It's not. I mean, they're not bad. I will say this: if you have a choice of picking these out, and you want a reduced fat version, these are definitely acceptable with what you get. I'm gonna put them above
Yeah.
the sea salt
carb
veggie
oil.
chips. Yeah, that's 100 on it.
So next will be the lightly salted.
Yeah, these are the ones I think are just not going to be.
Not good. Well, it says 50% less sodium than original Pringles.
All right. Which I know people that are dealing with heart issues and stuff like that.
That's good for you.
It's, a good option for you. For us that don't have limitations on that, or that just don't care about their health. I'm not saying I don't care about my health, but it's probably going to be
Yeah. There's like nothing there.
barely lightly salted.
Somehow the
Pringle.
reduced fat tasted better than these.
Mm-hmm.
Still think they're definitely better than the veggie chips over there.
Again, if somebody was to hand me these and said, "Do you want some?" I'd probably take some. It's not. We're not saying it's bad.
It's not something you would pick, but it's something you would eat if it was handed to you.
All right.
Alright, so I'll let you pick what flavor you want to do next.
Doesn't matter. We can go cheddar cheese right there.
I feel like you've been eyeballing the cheddar cheese one.
I do like these ones.
Try it again. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, there's like this little instantly win something.
We were saying if we're going to win. See, I like these. Am I really going to say this? Is it going to beat out the Lay's ones though?
No, I think it could go right next to it though. I mean, it's. Where do you feel like it can beat them out? Because then we got to figure out a tiebreaker here. We can coin flip this, man.
I'm going to say right there.
Right on. I'm still very attached to these right here.
So far, that's your number one?
So far.
All right. We'll do the pizza next.
Pizza. Now these, I know these are very popular, but I don't remember having them since I was like maybe middle school, maybe high school.
I think I had these maybe a few months ago. I'll let you decide on these ones because
I like these though. It doesn't really taste like a pizza, but it tastes like what a pizza place smells like. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying. You know, for them trying to incorporate pizza on a chip, I really think they did a good job. I do like these at all the Pringles that I probably ever had. I usually get those the most.
Now, before we rate and before we move on, remember the nostalgia video we made?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how far back you can go. Do you remember these little Ninja Turtle? They were like, I don't want to call them crackers or chips. They were like these little pinwheel looking things about that big, and they were pizza flavored. They were round. They looked like a little pinwheel. I forgot what they were called, but they were Ninja Turtles. And they were pizza flavored little pinwheel things.
I don't remember that.
These taste exactly like that.
Yeah?
Dude. Yeah. I think that's why I kind of like them, man. So, do you think they're better than the cheddar? Like, I'm kind of thinking somewhere in between here.
See, I like them over the sour cream stuff.
You do?
But
All right.
here's the thing on this. I'm going to move that one in the first place. Just for the fact that Lay's, it has almost a superior texture over the Pringles.
They're definitely, it's a thicker texture. These are really thin,
Yeah.
but these have a better crunch to it.
Sour cream and onions are really good. All right. Next one is extra hot. Chili and lime. Now,
we live in Southern California, so hot chips are like a big thing.
yeah, they're everywhere.
And if
Everybody
it's not hot chips, it's lime. So these incorporate both into it.
and if it's not, you make them.
You make them yourself.
Yeah. I can't remember if I've had these or not.
I know I've never had.
Now, me and Edwin, we like spicy stuff. I remember when, which ones were the Doritos that came out?
The extreme hot ones or whatever. The black
and
bag.
then we got them. We're like, this ain't nothing. What
Yeah,
are you talking about? So,
I mean, I'll drink Tapatio or whatever, like straight out the bottle. So.
all right, so here we go.
Right away, they taste like the lime Lay's, just with a hint of like
Yeah.
hotness to it. I like them, but kind of like you said with those,
They're not, well, one, they're not extra hot. I don't
No.
think they're not super hot.
this will be hot to you if you think like pepper on your food is hot. It's really not. Like there's no kick to it.
I know where I'd put it. Where do you want to put it?
I was thinking like maybe in here. Where were you putting it? Tell me, because then if you're like closer to here, we can put it in the middle.
I was thinking in between those.
Yeah, you like them that much?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate them. Like, I don't mind putting them there. It's something I would eat. It's just not something I would buy. Like, if my kid or something bought them and was like, hey, you want some? I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably buy them just for like a little change of pace.
The lime's good in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very, I don't want to say biased, but I'm picky when it comes to like hot. Like you said, we eat really hot stuff. So,
all right.
ranch and salt and vinegar. Which one you want to do?
We'll just keep going down the line. We'll hit salt and vinegar next.
So,
Which, Do you like salt and vinegar chips?
They're actually one of like my favorite flavors of chips.
Okay. I like them. Some people hate them. But along with what we're drinking, salt and vinegar chips go really good with beer.
Now, not to, like I said, we're not sponsored by any of this, but the reason why we have PBR is because that's my favorite beer. So if you guys want to send me some free stuff, I'm all down for it.
No, all the salt and vinegar chips I've had.
It tastes just like a salt and vinegar crisp, honestly. They're not as sour. Have you ever had the Lay's ones? Those are sour.
These have like a sweeter, it's a sweeter vinegar taste, other than the Lay's ones just hit you with it.
Now, that's what I was going to say. I'm not going to lie. I told you when we got these that this is like my favorite flavor, but I'm actually disappointed in like how not sour they are.
How it's stacking
So
up.
I thought I was going to vote this for 1, but I'm actually thinking more of like maybe in here somewhere.
I was thinking, and this is just my opinion, right there.
You know what? I'll give it to you there. Just because I was expecting more. You want to scoot those down a little bit? I was expecting more of like a sour kick, like the Lay's ones, but they're not as sour.
Alright, so last ones we have, ranch.
Now, ranch,
I don't think I've ever had the Pringles ranch.
I think I have once. But in all honesty, like out of all the ranch flavored chips that I've ever had, I think the only ones I've really ever cared for were like the Doritos, the blue bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure how much I'm gonna really like these.
So I think for both of us, this is a toss-up kind of.
That can go anywhere. End up being the number 1 spot. It almost tasted like a Dorito, and then it kind of went away. It's not really. You know what it has? You've had the Jack in the Box ranch dressing, haven't you? It kind of tastes like that on the aftertaste.
It's
Like it's more of a buttermilk ranch than the regular ranch flavor. It's weird.
where would I place it though? That's what I'm.
Maybe like in here somewhere.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not horrible, but it's not really good.
I would prefer it over the barbecues. I know that. I'm gonna say
Right in there.
right in there.
I'm surprised he's still where they were. I was expecting to go down the line a little bit more. So
How?
your number 1 flavor for us is sour cream and onion.
And for me, it's not really the sour cream and onion flavor on this is good. The Lay's stacks, just their texture and how they're made, I think is better than Pringles. I mean,
Pringles are good. They're their first ones to go into the canister. But yeah, the texture on it is a lot better. It's a lot thicker. It's more like I can eat this with a dip and know it's not gonna break on me.
Yeah,
As
that's very true. With the others, you might not be able to do that. Just flavor wise, crunchiness wise, I mean, Lay's. I kind of wish we had some of the other flavors, and I know that they make more flavors. We just didn't have that option where we were. So, comment. What do you guys think?
Were we wrong on anything? Do you guys like? I mean, I know there's a lot of people like barbecue. I'm not sure how popular the ranch Pringles are as opposed to like the Doritos, but just let us know if you think we misplaced anything.
You know, this is just our opinions on it. And with that, like, comment, subscribe,
Stay away from the sea salt veggie chips. They're gross. And I think that's it. We'll see you guys next time.